I kind of adapted to online Zoom teaching for one-to-one students, actually. The good thing about it is that when you're talking about vocal tract resonances, you can quite clearly see if someone is near to the camera, what their vocal tract is doing to an extent, what their tongues are doing, and what everything looks like close up, and so can they. So actually, in a way, having that mirror there, that can be quite a useful thing to have, but the time delays are difficult. I'm used to accompanying my students quite basically on the piano, and you can't do that in real time with Zoom because of the delays. So it's been an adaptation that I wasn't expecting, same as everybody else, but it's workable to an extent. I look forward to doing more face-to-face in the future, but it's workable.
I absolutely thought that I would just hate online teaching. I thought it would be impersonal. I thought it would be really limited. But it turns out that's not the case. The fact that I'm not accompanying, I'm not playing, so my focus is always on the whole of the person. Well, bits I can see. The whole of the person, rather than simply what I'm hearing. That's been quite a big deal for me. I've realised how much time I spent checking my music, checking my keyboard, and not actually looking at the student to find out what's going on, and relying on my ears.
Lockdown was a logistics challenge, but the joys of teaching online and being able to stay in touch with your students kind of outweighed that logistic, really. I discovered that students became a bit more responsible for their learning, so having materials there, I didn't have to quickly rummage through and find a spare book for them to use. I found that their listening skills became a lot more acute, and their confidence in singing a cappella and trusting the notes that they were singing became more improved as well. Challenges are the technology challenges, the internet dipping out when you least wanted to dip out, the glitches that you experience, the lack of sound coordination from one end of the call to the other. They were frustrating, but I think we've laughed through them and got through them all quite easily.
Definitely, since I have started teaching on Zoom, I have noticed as well that I am a little bit more in tune with some of my students as well. As some of the other teachers have also said that they notice a lot more when they can visually see them a bit more on camera. I think as well I've incorporated a lot of more kind of creative aspects into my lessons as well. Some of my students weren't totally confident with just singing straight on the camera, so kind of as a warm-up and stuff, we'd kind of do a little bit of creative songwriting, or even kind of working on different aspects of the voice that they hadn't worked on before. So it's definitely been a learning curve, and it's definitely been fun and interesting, to say the least.